it was an Assamese dialogue, and I was like, ki, "Ma, kot gola." Like I started singing songs, so they call it sing song as well.
Khulumbai, welcome to Meet the Bodos. The Meet the Bodos presents the story behind the faces ni मोनसे गोदान एपिसोडआव नोंथांमोनखौ बयखौबो बरायनाय जाबाय। स' दिनैनि जोंनि आलासियानो जाबाय बर'नि सासे मुंदांखा एक्टर आरो मडेल। स' दा आं बिथांखौ बरायनो थाखाय आखायाव लाबाय। स' प्लिज वेलकाम मिस्टार सिद्धार्थ बर'।
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you so much, Gazanthan and Khulumbai.
Would you like to tell about your personal details?
Okay.
About your schooling, about
Okay.
where
sure.
are you from?
Okay, cool. So I was, born and brought up in Guwahati itself, and I did my schooling till class 10 from Kaziranga English Academy, which is quite nearby. And giving the fact that it's a residential school, that means I was a hosteler. So it means I was very naughty since childhood. So, well, after that, I pursued commerce from Srimanta Shankar Academy in Dispur, Guwahati itself. Uske baad, like I tried into law. I mean, like, I was kind of bored with my commerce stream, so I didn't know what to do at that point of time. So I thought, let's try something new in my life, and I just all of a sudden I appeared for an examination, and well, here I was in JB Law College, and I pursued law, and things started getting well. I mean, like it started taking a different course all of a sudden. So that's a little bit about my life for now.
How did the modeling hit you, and what made you eager to choose that path?
Okay, so this is kind of funny because ever since childhood, I mean, like I had this weird dream to be into the glam industry, but I never thought that one day I'll be a model or an actor. I mean, like, because see, I come from a very regular middle class family, where we know, like, we have certain limitations regarding our dreams. So, like I said, I was into law, academic wise. So, what happened basically was during the freshers day, I mean, like there were these seniors who asked me to participate in the college annual function week. I forgot, it was freshers or annual function, something like that. And they put my name, and I was all set up to perform. And like when I performed, I won the title of Mr. JB in 2013. So at that point of time, a friend, at that point, she was a senior model. So she spotted me and like asked me to come for an audition for like some fashion show. And I tried that, and I was the only newcomer in that fashion show. So that kind of boosted me. But after the show was done, I stared at my pictures. And back then I used to be like a bodybuilder. So I knew, something is missing, something is not right. So I need to work on myself. And I did that. I took a break for 1 year. Then I prepared for Mr. Northeast. I mean, that's how the journey started, okay? So I prepared for Mr. Northeast. Lot of stories are there, but then again, like I won the title. So that kind of boosted my confidence, and I knew that what I want to do in my life. And, like it started from Mr. Northeast. Then I was part of Gladrex Manhunt. And coming back to Assam, I did a movie called Three Smoking Barrels. And, it just all happened one by one. I mean, like, there were, of course, days where you were like, okay, what I'm gonna do next and all those things. It's part of life. You'll face those days. But apart from that, like, it has been a wonderful journey. And that's how it all started, from college competition till Gladrex for Channel V. And the rest, well, everybody knows.
That's how your journey started.
Yeah, that's how my journey started, I mean.
Okay. So tell us, how did you reach Mr. Mega Noticed?
Okay. So as I mentioned, after that college pageant, I was Mr. Northeast was a title that I had in my mind for a very long time. When I was in class 11, I used to have long hairs, and every time I would get caught by my principal or vice principal. So I used to give this excuse, ma'am, like there's a competition called Mr. Northeast, and like, for that I need to grow my hair long. So there was an excuse at that point of time, okay, like just an excuse. I never had that in my mind. And, like when things started falling in the right place, after that, I thought okay, like this is something I want to do. And I need preparation for that, because it's not just a college battle. It's like you'll be facing all the good looking guys, all the smart guys from all over Northeast. So you have to give your best, and for that you need to prepare like a professional. So that's what I did, and that's how the journey somehow started. And I tried for Mr. Northeast right before an accident, in the sense that I was bitten by a dog right on my palm, and it was almost impossible for me, because I was given bed rest by the doctor to not do any heavy lifting. But when you're focusing on a pageant like Mr. Northeast, you need to prepare the best, especially physically, as as it's a very it's kind of in demand for a model. So in spite of the doctor's advice, I started working out, and at last, Mr. Northeast happened, and I was prepared for the best, and got the title.
Was the competition tough?
Oh, well, to be honest, it was. I mean, at that point of time, I wasn't, I didn't think it was that tough, because you have to be in that best zone of your, psychological things. But yeah, now when I look back, it was tough, because it was not just from Assam, it was from the entire Northeast. Like, you have these good looking people, smart people. Yeah, they were. And in the finale, like, it was just 2 guys from Assam, and 3 of them were, the remaining 3 in the top 5 were from Manipur. And those guys were already, established stars from Manipur industry. And, but then again, if you are prepared for something, if you're battle ready, like, you're not worried about the rest of the things. And like, that's what happened that night.
What was your diet before going to Mr. Northeast?
Oh my god, the diet, I hated like anything. Well, it was a completely no carb diet, because you need to cut out the carbohydrates and take only protein, and those kind of things were there. And you're not eating that much of calories, so you're already pissed about everything in the whole universe. And you have to be very focused about what you're eating, because anything you eat that is not right for your body will show in your face and your muscles. So you have to be sodium, like salt and all, you have to like minus those things as well. So it was a very, very, very not tasty but healthy diet. Those were the things: eggs, chicken, broccoli, and all those stuff, if you go for the proper diet. So, but yeah, if you're looking to have a good body, you need to eat those. But if you if you enjoy your vada pav and Oma Vedor, then please go for that. Okay, like, just stay happy.
Actually, diet is the main thing.
Diet is the ultimate thing. Like, this is something like which through I have followed like all my idols. That they always say with this thing is it's 30% at the gym, it's 50% on nutrition, the diet, and the remaining 20% or 30% is on the lifestyle that you live. Like how you sleep, how much of hours you sleep, how many hours you sleep, or what kind of lifestyle you're living. I mean, like, stay away from alcohol, cigarettes and all those stuff. Those are really bad for your health. So I would request all the people who are watching right now, please stay away from all these things. Worship your body like a temple, and it will just show. Like, it's not just that to be a model you need to have a good physique. Any person who respects his body, who thinks about himself, who loves nature, will always stay away from all these things. So this is something that I would request everyone to kindly stay away from: alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, and anything that's hampering the society.
Thank you for that. Can you tell us about your Gladrax Mega Hunt?
Okay,
What's your journey?
How was my journey? Okay, yeah, sure. Like, before Gladrax, actually I have so many stories now, like, regarding anything that I do. I have so many stories to tell. I mean, like, and that's how Gladrax started. Right before Gladrax, I was preparing for another TV reality series. I'm not supposed to take the name right now, but it's like triathlon, like, like where you need to run, where you need to swim, where you need to cycle. And, I was the only person selected from Northeast India. and I was supposed to represent them. And what happened, like because of this brutal training, I got tanned, suntanned. Then like because my focus was completely on performance and not how the way I looked. And unfortunately, there was some issue maybe with the production house and the channel, so the show it didn't happen. And at that point of time, I was like, man, I need to do something, like, because I've prepared so much and I just can't let it slip away just like that. So what was I supposed to do, like late at night, like since I sleep very late at night, so it was like 2 o'clock or something, and I just got this notification on my cell phone, like about Gladrex on Facebook. And there was this audition date in Bombay, and in Delhi and Bangalore it already happened, the auditions. So I was like, okay, like, because everybody knows about Gladrex, like this is something very respected, when it comes to modeling. And names like Vidut Jamwal, John Abraham, Dino Moria, Kangna Ranaut, Sonu Sood, so many names are entitled, to this pageant. So I was like, okay, this looks interesting, but am I ready? The question was with myself. And I thought, okay, let's try. I mean, like, socha hai to kuch karna hi chahiye. So I was like, okay, let's go for it. And well, the next thing I knew was that I booked my flight ticket, and here I was with my luggage and all the way to Bombay without any preparation. I just wanted to do something. Okay, like it's not like just ki ek saal se, like since 1 year I've been preparing about it. Aisa kuch nahi tha. It was like, man, oh man, like, and now when I like think about it, it's like, damn, there was something very courageous and bold. Okay, so I arrived in Bombay and Mumbai, and then for this pageant, and when the audition happened, it was, my God, you will just be stunned, because there were like more than 1,000 of people, like for the audition. And when you saw the line and you were like, at first I thought, okay, I'm early, like I'll get in, like do my thing and come out. I was expecting it to be a regional, like, like that kind of ambience. So, but it was completely a different scene. Like you see this tall 6'4", 6'3" guys, Gora, Chitta, Punjabi Munda and all. And here I was, all the way from Northeast India, a dark, skinny guy. And, I was like, okay, like, man, oh man, like, this is a tough competition. I have to give my best. Am I prepared for it? But then again, like, I knew what I wanted to, like, to do. And, like, I was just waiting for the right moment to show what I'm capable of. And the audition happened, and like, there's a long story in that. Like, there's a process about which maybe I'm not supposed to talk, because it's something intel,
Yeah.
So, and but like, I met Maureen Wadia ma'am, of course, the owner of Britannia and Go Air and Gladrex Manhunt. So we had this personal interaction, and maybe she saw something in me, and like I got this huge break to be part of the series. I mean, like, I was one of the top 15 finalists from all over India. So that's a big thing. And at night I was first joking with my mom, like, like I didn't get selected, and mom was like, it's okay beta, like, like, I mean, like, life is long, you can try again, but we are proud of you that from not being prepared to going there and giving all this thing all by yourself is something else. And that's what top 15. I mean, like, I didn't tell her yet, and then like she was like, it's okay. It was like at around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, because the audition, it happened from morning 10 o'clock till late night at 1 o'clock or maybe 2 o'clock. The footage that you see on Channel V in YouTube, if you ever search for, if you see my audition, that clip was taken at around like 12 or 1 at night. Since morning we have been staying there, and like, without food, or like, it was on our choice. I mean, like, because I was in that strict diet, so you are not supposed to have anything other than liquid. So like, so that footage is at 1 o'clock in the morning. Actually, yeah, it's morning. And at 2 o'clock I called my mom, and like I said, mom, I didn't get selected and all. And she was like, it's okay, try for the next time. And then I surprised her, mom, chill. I got selected. I'm in the top 15 kind of a thing. And she was like, at first, she didn't know what to, because a moment ago I was like, like, I didn't get selected. Now I'm saying I'm getting, she thought I went crazy, man, going to Bombay, na pagal ho gaya shayad, na. But, like, that was the journey, man. Like, something that you're not prepared for, and you end up being part of it. And that was wonderful. The best part about Gladrex, apart from being so prestigious, was also that I think if I'm not wrong, Dino Moria and like other Bollywood celebrities, they all came to Guwahati for some show, or maybe it was some cricket session or something like that, and they were all here in Nehru Stadium. And unfortunately, maybe I didn't get that ticket, or like something messed up, and like I couldn't go and see them. Okay, and I had this huge regret because my friends, like, they were showing me these photographs. Hey bro, like there's Dino Moria, we saw her. I was jealous, kind of, man. Oh damn, shit, I missed the chance. And like, but having said that, I mean, like, that thing happened on all of a sudden. Maybe after 2 or 3 years, here I was, like, talking to Dino Moria right face to face, and he was there, and like he was acknowledging my acting skill. Like, Siddharth, I really love the way you act, and there was a lot of things that he said over there. And I was like, oh, in like another planet, bro. Like, you miss somebody watching from a crowd, and here you are talking to him one on one, and like he's praising you. He knows your name, and he's calling me by name, Siddharth Boro, like. So I was really happy, and I just said, I was very humble, and I just said thank you. I mean, like, whatever is happening around me, I was just thankful to the universe. And well, that's how those things, everything, like, started, and it's how it's going right now. And so after that, like, when the main event happened, like I said, I was not prepared. So maybe because of that reason, I couldn't win the title. But then again, like, I learned a lot. And one thing that I realized is that passion is necessary, but then again, you need to have the preparation also. Like, just don't go and, like, out of passion, jump into things. Prepare yourself. After that, like, I was in the top 10 finalists. I won subtitles, but there's this one regret that I have. Like, if I was prepared, maybe I could have won the title, but it's okay. I mean, life moves on, and like all the great things happen after that, like. So I'm really thankful that I was part of this contest, and got a national recognition. And well, that was just the beginning. I mean, I'm yet to achieve many more titles here. So let's hope for the best.
Best of luck.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Tell us the achievements of your modeling career.
Okay. Like I said already, I won the title of Mr. Northeast. As far as my title holders are, concerned, Mr. Northeast is one of them, and then there was this Gladrex Manhunt pageant. And apart from that, I have worked with so many renowned designers. Yeah, I mean, like, it was a small fraction of time, my modeling career. But having said that, I mean, like, I did work for some of the best in the country, like Sumit Das Gupta, or like for Tresemme Couture Fashion Weekend, and many more. Yeah, I can't recall exactly, but worked for some of the most prestigious designer of the country at that point of time. So this was really cool for me.
You are also an actor, so tell us about your acting, how it all started.
Okay. Can I just add on something? Like, my mom, like, she always wanted to be an actress during her school days. I mean, like, but like I said, like, at that point of time, acting was not that appreciated, and like she didn't get that kind of support from her family. And maybe I think the actor in me, it came genetically. Because I have nobody from the film industry, like, so it never came to my mind like there's somebody who will launch me, or I'm going to get a big break. So when you're an actor and who's an outsider, you can't just dream like that, like, you have to be very specific. Like, if you want to be an actor, only then you can be an actor, something like that. And like, so me jumping into acting industry was then, like I already said, it was all of a sudden. I mean, of course, like, once you get the name, fame, and everything through modeling, you have this urge ki, of course, let's try for, like, for the big screen now. But then again, like, but I was waiting. I did get offers, some okay average kind of offers, but that didn't wound my mind. So I was always looking for perfection. And all of the first big break of my life in terms of movie was Three Smoking Barrels. As a beginner only, I got the huge break. And I learned about the audition of Three Smoking Barrels through Rajni Basumatari ma'am. And she informed me, and I was like, okay, let's try. But at that point of time, I just thought it's an Assamese movie. So I was like, okay, let's try something new. I mean, like, looks interesting, whatever. I mean, like, the production house and everything. They spoke in like I didn't have much details, but little bit jo bhi pata chala, like I was fine. I was okay. Let's go. Let's try for it. And the moment I reached, I mean, like there were again like so many people like who came for the role. And by I reached maybe in the evening, and I started doing my lines when I got the script. And the funny thing was, like I said, I mean, like I was not a trained actor, so I want to apologize to everybody because I started, you know, like doing that melodrama, you know, that we happen to watch on TV. And I thought ki that's acting because I was not trained. And I started seeing, like, you know, like rhythmic wala ki, it was an Assamese dialogue, and I was like ki ma kot gola, like I started singing songs, so they call it sing song as well. So you know, like the director, he just appeared out of nowhere and he just asked me like, do you talk the same way in your home as well? I said no. Then he was like ki to yahan kyun kar raha hai bhai, mat karo, like be natural. So I understood what exactly reference he's giving me and what kind of thing he wants from me. So I took some time, took 5 minutes break, and here I was doing my lines again. And this time they saw something in me, maybe not that polish, but they saw something in कि हाँ इसको कुछ किया जा सकता है. So you know, like फिर उसके बाद, like after that, like we went through so many workshops, and I got the opportunity to work with actors like Mandakini Goswami, you know, like people from Bombay, NSD actors like Subrat Datta, this huge Tollywood star, I mean, like from Kolkata film industry, like Indranil Sen Gupta. So the more you meet people, observe things, hear them talking, see them how they act, you start learning a lot of things. So by the time the movie happened, like I was already working with one of the finest director, Mr. Sanjeev Dey, because he's the one who taught me like how to process, you know, what's acting basically, what kind of movies you must watch. See, for acting, like everybody has different approach, and one thing that I learned is that as an actor you must observe everybody. Like for example, if tomorrow I get to play a news, you know, like, or an person like who's a TV host or something like that, maybe I'll pick up something from your character. So this is what I observe on people, you know, the first time, the moment I see them till the time they are talking to me or like getting engaged with me. So those are the things that I learned from them, you know, like those people like Mandakini Goswami and Sanjeev sir. And so it was a very different concept for me, and it was very intriguing, and I really loved how everything fall on its place. And like when you get to play a new character all the time, I'm super excited about that. And so yeah, you know, like that's how the acting career in me started. And like God has been kind, people has been very lovely, they give me so much of love. Thank you so much for that, because whatever like I am today, whatever name, fame, whatever I've got, it's because of the love that's been showered upon me by people, by our own Riserfer, and I'm so thankful for that. Thank you so much, Gazanthan.
So now in both modeling and acting, do you think you have acquired enough knowledge?
Wow. Well, I won't say enough knowledge, but I think I have so far get a little bit of knowledge to know exactly what's my job. I mean, like what I should do, or what are the things that I need to know. Because you know, one is never like fully knowledgeable about any field. If he is, then wo to ustad ban gaye. So you know, like I think I have a little bit of knowledge. I mean, because of the experience that I had, and because of the opportunity that I got with so many wonderful people. Maybe it was from Bombay film industry, from Kolkata, maybe from Assamese, even from Boro film industry. I got to work with so many great people, and so now I'm aware ki you know, what are the things that is required. So little bit of knowledge, yes, not entirely, but little bit.
We got many youths who dream to be a model and actor. So what would you personally suggest them from your side?
Okay, that's a very big, you know, like I understand the sentiment of the question. And to anyone who's pursuing, I mean, like who's thinking to pursue a career in acting or modeling, one thing you guys, not one thing, there's so many things, I'll just try to recall few of them. You need to be very patient. Okay, like patience is the key. And there will be times when apart from other people, even you yourself will be asking your question whether you're prepared for this or not, because it's never an easy job. I mean, like, no job is easy, but this particular field is, of course, I mean, like, it looks glamorous and everything, but you need to be like patient and as strong as a rock. You need to be very, very, very mentally strong. And if you love this thing and not the, you know, like the other add-ons that come along with acting, like fame, name, money, people liking you, people not liking you, all these peripherals that come along with it, come and just love, I mean, your profession. If you're passionate about it, only then you come from it, and not the other things, you know. Otherwise it will be a very short journey. So the people who are like, you know, like dreaming to become an actor or a model, be focused, have a game plan, know what you want to do in next 5 years, maybe in next 1 year. Prepare yourself according to that, and don't just jump into things. Be very patient, like I already said, and strong mentally, and you know, just be passionate. And nothing is impossible, like I always say, nothing is impossible. So if you have a dream and you think that you can achieve it, I would say ki, please go for it. Listen to your heart, nobody else, because there will be times when you will be all alone and there's not many people will be around you. But at that point of time, you need to be so strong that you don't need anybody else, and you just hear the voice in your head and follow it, and it should come from your heart. So if only you hear the voice in your head from your heart, come and be a part of this industry, or like any industry that you want to be part of. But yeah, you need to know the answer is always within you, so be prepared for that.
Thank you for the wonderful
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.